Dude, your light is green. Dude, your light, it's green. People don't pay attention, man. What's up, Riveter Nations? Hail the Riveter coming at you once again this beautiful morning. It's Freedom Friday, baby. Whoop whoop. I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. America. Anyways, woo, this man's excited too. He's going, I don't know what, kayaking? Yeah, kayaking. I don't know. Somebody hit me up with that. He's all decked and loaded. Anyway, see, if we didn't live in America, could you do that? Anyways, all right, guys. Today I had a whole other, topic and story to tell you guys, which I feel that Freedom Friday has become story time, but I'm loving it. I do want to talk about something I feel is a little bit more important in recent events. I honestly feel like in America, Freedom Friday, it kind of capitalizes on our freedoms as, Americans to think outside the box, to go over and beyond, and to do above and beyond for our fellow Americans, and, for self-gratification as well as a challenge. Well, at least that's what the last 2 Freedom Fridays have been about. If you haven't seen those videos, I have a playlist I recommend to you. It's called Freedom Friday. Check that out. I believe this is our 3rd episode in our 1st season. Get over. Okay. So Freedom Friday, we have a lot of freedoms in America. Freedom of speech, freedom to gather, freedom to bear arms, 2A, baby, all the way. And it's our right, actually, What I feel that has happened in America is that we have kind of lost the freedom to express ourselves without having any kind of retaliation. And you know what? Like I said, Freedom Friday is not grouping me into any kind of political party. It's literally just being an American. And what I feel is like on both sides, on both sides, I feel like if you speak out about who you but who you kind of align yourself with for this upcoming election, you are kind of just like told to shut up or you're wrong. It's not like, okay, that's your opinion and the other person moves on. Me, honestly, the most I'll do as far as repping anything from my political party, because I feel like if I do wear anything, it would draw like a physical attack, or a verbal attack. I'm just going to be outright with it. I live in Houston, or close to Houston, and whenever the Patriots and the Texans were playing against each other in the playoffs a few years ago, I wore a Patriots jersey the day after. Maybe that wasn't too bright, but a day after, the week of the Patriots winning against the Texans, I took my Patriots jersey, my Tom Brady, my TB12 jersey to Walmart, and I got cussed out so bad. You have to keep in mind, a few years ago, maybe it was more than a few years ago, I was a young kid, and I was cussed out by this big African dude. He like called me out in Walmart and was like, dude, you're a MF and traitor, blah blah blah, and he just like went at me, and I'm like, bro, really? Like, calm down. I honestly think that that's literally how it has become in a political climate, though. I feel like if you say anything about how you believe or who you're gonna back up, you just get you get beat down, and it's on both sides. And I honestly attribute this to social media. The way that Americans, or the way that my generation, my young people generation, tends to okay, so like YouTube, whenever you're looking to start a YouTube channel and you're posting videos, you want to put a topic that's gonna like grab people's attention. So you want to use big sensational words, like if you look at it, it'll be like so and so crushes so and so in this topic or this debate subject or whatever, and I know I didn't go all the way down to first because I'm talking. And so I believe that we have kind of desensitized ourselves And because everything is done on computer or on your mobile phone, we have kind of forgotten that who we are talking to on the other end of the phone, or the comment that they had made on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. I believe that we forget that they are actually people, and it's easier to be an asshole when it's anonymously, basically. And so I feel like at the end of the day, we all need to just look at what is actually going on. On both sides. I know both sides can agree to this. Man, I have my turn signal on like a noob. Both sides can agree to this, is that we are very, very much divided. And it's honestly like super divided. It feels like not too long, or it feels like it used to be, we can, live with each other and agree to disagree, or you can have an intelligent conversation about your beliefs and where you're coming from, and you didn't have to be, worried with physical assault or verbal abuse, or getting name called. Like, that is so, what the hell is going on there? That is so not intelligent. Like, honestly, I'm always down for an intelligent conversation, because what that's going to do to me is it's going to spark my my brain to think, hey, this is where they're coming from. Okay, is that logical? And I think about it. I'm not one of those who's like, if I don't believe what you say, okay, that's it, hands down, you don't have the time of day. I want to hear out where your logic comes from. And that's, that's our freedom as an American, to sit down and have intellectual conversation. Okay. And honestly, I think that has kind of been lost with, the political parties and the differences, and, where people align themselves and how they fall. I feel like intellectual conversation has kind of gone out the window, and it's always just an argument, and it resorts to calling people names, or, it is just ridiculous, or cussing somebody out, and it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. We are much better than this. As Americans, we have to see, this is our fellow American. At the end of the day, the person across the table from you, or whatever, they, go to work, they want to protect their family and pay their bills. And I mean, there's a lot you can agree to disagree with me on here, but at the end of the day, we have to all say, we are truly Americans, and we need to treat each other as such. It is so ridiculous how abusive and vile our country has come towards one another, and at the end of the day, no one wins. It doesn't matter whose politician wins if America is in shambles afterward, where we can't even, like, it's honestly like you see somebody representing a group. Man, it's so hard to talk to you guys about current day events without using current day themes or things. If you see someone wearing, something that sports the other side or another view from yours, you automatically want to hate that person, and it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And I have found this in myself, and it's not, I don't hate them, but I dislike them, because I feel like, dude, like, maybe if you looked at things my way, you would agree, but I'm sure they believe the same. I know I'm rambling, but I just think that it's an issue that needs to be addressed. At the end of the day, we're all Americans. It doesn't matter, what we support. We're all hopefully hardworking Americans, and I just see it like, dude, I'm gonna, put my head down. I go to work, put in my 40 plus or whatever a week, and live my life. And that's what everybody wants to have. That's why people want to come to America, is to have that. You have an option to start your own business. You have so many options to you. We're not based in communism or socialism. We're not socialist. If you work hard, you reap the benefits, and sometimes you work hard, you don't reap benefits, but you know what I'm saying. If you put your head down and you accomplish goals in your life, whether they're business goals or anything, and you become successful, you can enjoy the fruit of your labor. You don't have to hand it over to the government and then they decide who gets it. That is, and I honestly think that's what America is going towards, is a lot more socialism, and I'm not down for that, honestly. But like I said, I'm not aligning myself with any political party. I'm just saying I enjoy the freedom that we have here as Americans, and we need to, start looking at it as the people across the table from us. They they're people just like us. You know, I work in healthcare, so I'm face to face with the general population every day. And at the end of the day, you know, it has always been, the way that I work has always been like, I want to make the patient happy. I want to treat them with respect. I want to treat them how I would want whoever was treating, you know, my family, my mother, my dad, my sisters, my brother, my grandparents, you know, my aunts, my uncles. If they were going to the doctor, I would want to treat my patients the way I would want that support staff to treat, you know, my family. And you have to think about it, you know, for the most part, we are decent Americans. We want to, you know, live in our homes protected with not a huge amount of fear, you know, wondering who's going to break down our door and come steal our hard-earned money and hard-earned, you know, items that we have acquired with our money. We want that. And it's not so much to ask that we have that. It just seems like at the end of the day, people have kind of vilified having your own individual beliefs, and I believe that that's wrong. I don't really want to get in front of this truck, so I'll get behind them. I believe it's wrong. I believe that we should all be allowed to have our own personal thoughts and beliefs. Yes, you do not have to agree with them, but at least let the person have them. You don't have to cut them down and, you know, especially attack their character to have your own individual belief. It is so ridiculous to see the amount of hate out there. And it's like, dude, we are all Americans. We are all Americans. You know, and I get it. There's a lot of deep-rooted issues in our country. You know, a lot of people need to wake up, do your research, and, you know, come to your own conclusions about, okay, this is how it should be. You know, if you watch TV or, you know, watch whatever, you get your information from YouTube or whatever, you still need to do your own research on everything that they are telling you. Because at the end of the day, anybody could lie to you. I mean, we see it all the time, you know. Anybody could lie to you. Anybody could tell you a feel-good story. Anybody could do anything to sway your emotion, to sway your vote. But at the end of the day, it is our duty as Americans to be well informed about who we're voting for, who we're supporting, who we're aligning ourselves with, what they truly stand for. And, you know, that is the right been given to us. I should have done Susan B. Anthony to be like, okay, women, they fought for our right to vote. So that's, you know, take it seriously. But at the end of the day, American soldiers die each and every day, you know, whether it's suicide or on the battle lines or whatever, you know, and even in our history, they have died to rectify, not only rectify this right for us, but to establish and keep it as a right for us. So why not, you know, pay them back the best way that we can, as far as, you know, honoring our rights that they have fought in so hard to give us, you know? At the end of the day, I love America. I truly, truly love America. I love the citizens because we are so diverse. I love the people around me, and I want to see them, you know, be able to bring themselves up from whatever they have. I want to see all of us be victorious, you know, in our own personal lives, in our own problems that we face, and everything that we go through, our own chaos. I wish nothing but the best for my fellow American, because at the end of the day, if your fellow American is succeeding, you are succeeding. You know, we're all in this together. We all live in the same country. Just because we believe differently doesn't mean, I don't know why that guy had his other blinker on. Just because we believe differently doesn't mean we're completely aliens to each other. If you sit down, you think about it, if you're to talk to somebody and you don't know, you know, what their political views are, you can be somewhat cordial and respectful to them. You don't have to be an asshole, you know. And I believe that once people see, oh, this is what they are representing, or this is how they believe, oh, okay, then I'm not. No, if you like literally got down to the nitty-gritty of the person, we are not each other's enemy. We are not. And I think that there has been a successful strategy that has been employed and actually in play for a while, that we, you know, that divides us as Americans. And it's you know, it's gone off successfully, because if you look at America, we are so divided, and it's such a crucial time to be so divided, you know, because at the end of the day, the way our country is headed currently, if we stay this divided, it's going to be nothing but disaster for us. And that's what people who are looking at America, who hate America, that's what they currently want. You know, they want to see us crumble within ourselves. It would be their greatest victory to do that, to see a nation that was so great just fall, you know, to division among ourselves, not even to anything else. It's not funny, but it's so ridiculous. You kind of have to chuckle at it, because we are a fortress, you guys, and all we have to do is unite together, you know. Love your neighbor as yourself. It doesn't matter what they believe. They're still a person, you know. And okay, I don't want people to say, well, they're a murderer. Okay, come on, guys. I know my viewers, honestly, my subscribers and my viewers have common sense. I don't think you would. I'm just saying, anybody who thinks that, like, come on, use common sense. Use a good filter. I'm not saying embrace everyone's negative. I'm saying embrace, if you meet a person and you know nothing about them, you let them dictate how they are to you, you know, by talking to them, and you let them have that opportunity to express themselves to you, you know, without getting to know what they stand for, whatever. And don't label them like that. Just talk to them as a person. And at the end of the day, you know, guys, that's literally all we have to do to unite against this cruel, harsh attack against America. I just believe it's so reprehensible how, you know, it seems like from the inside our country has just attacked itself, because we have been successfully divided, and there's a lot to blame, you know. There's not any specific party to blame about that. Like I said, I'm not getting political, so I'm not going to get too into details about how I personally believe. But honestly, on either party, this is a true statement, because we are so divided. It is so ridiculous how divided we are as a country. And it's not even just like being divided, it's literally being divided and like hate. You want to hate the person because they're on the other side of you. It should not be like that, my fellow Americans. So let me at least take you guys to the shoreline. It's the least I can do for letting you guys, for making you guys listen to my ramblings. So we saw the shoreline. It's a beautiful sight. A lot of people out here. I'm so thankful that our sheriff is out here, and you know, people are social distancing. They're staying away from, you know, each other. Morning. Okay, they didn't even see me. Staying away from each other. You know, they're kind of with their respective families, and they're not giving people tickets for not wearing a mask. So I'm really thankful for that. You know, you got to think about these rules and when to actually apply them. So very happy with that, sheriff. All right, guys, thank you so much. Like I said, at the end of the day, this video is just concentrating on being a better American. I mean, I know my subscribers are phenomenal Americans, but hopefully I can give you a new perspective on, you know, dealing with the opposite side of how they think and how you deal with them, so-called. And it's not, and that's like, you know, that's one of the problems, is we see it as them. We're all Americans. We are all them. So stay positive, my friends. Love each other, respect each other. And I mean, you don't have to love each other, you don't have to like each other, but you do have to respect each other until they give you a reason to not respect them. Common courtesy is what my parents always preached to us, and so you give people common courtesy. Hello, how you doing? You know, common respect. And if they squelch that, you still give them common respect, but you don't, or common courtesy, and then you don't owe them anything else. All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Freedom Friday, and I hope to see you on the next time. Thank you so much. This is Halo the Riveter. Peace.